Well, hi. It is October 16th, 2024. Time for another morning coffee. I'm Todd Studer. Glad to have you with me this morning. And where is this morning's coffee cup from? Well, as everyone knows, I am a Hawkeye fan. And in honor of Kirk Ferentz getting his 200th Big Ten win with that, dismantling of the University of Washington on Saturday, what else could we do? But how about a Hawkeye cup? Which, by the way, keeps the coffee very, very warm. I had mentioned earlier that earlier this week that we were going to be having some conversations about the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce, and I thought, well, why not just go to the source and get a gentleman who is now on staff with the chamber. His name is Jacob Kuhl, and he is the Director of Member Services. Jacob, how long have you been in this position now? Because it seems like it's kind of old hat, but do you still consider yourself fairly new?
I do still consider myself fairly new, but I've been in the role since February of 2024.
February. So, well, yeah, that's, let's see, we're in October now. So, yeah, that's 8 months.
Yeah.
I would say old hat. What are some of the things that you've learned since coming on board with the Chamber of Commerce that maybe you didn't know going in?
Just all the work that we do, from our networking events to the workforce initiatives to the leadership development programs to now coming together with the 712 initiatives and all the things that they do with development of our community and the economic development side, as well as all the events that they do, Winterfest, Summerfest, the Farmers Market, Shamrock Shuffle, which I've ran in many years. Just all the things that we truly do to support the community. But I've also really learned from the community about how much they support the Chamber of Commerce and the local businesses that are in our area. It's really hand in hand, the support that we give to the community and the community gives to us. It's been really eye-opening, honestly, from being a kid that's from here. I never knew how much our community was involved in working together.
Well, you brought up the merger with the 712 initiative, and that's been in the works for a little while, but now you are officially all together.
That's correct.
How has this been going?
It's been great. They have a really good team. We pride ourselves on having a good team here as well. And now when you join forces and you're in the same space and you're sharing the same ideas and getting feedback on what's working and what we could do better, it's been wonderful. They're a really fun team to work with. We have a lot of fun in the office. So it's been great. I'm really happy with where we're at right now.
So as the Director of Member Services, what does that title mean? What does your day-to-day look like?
My day-to-day is, it can vary every day. I mean, the main thing that I tell people is I am a connector. I just want to help people meet others and network. Find if your business is looking for something, I know someone that can help you with that resource. And I just want to bring people together. I'm literally just a connector, as well as, advocating for the businesses in our local area, trying to build community engagement through our networking events, making sure that no one stands alone at our networking events. Maybe this is the first event that they've come to and they don't know anyone. Well, I'm going to introduce them to some people. That's kind of my role, just to support people and give them the best opportunity to be successful in our community.
Well, with that job, I would think a large part of it would be doing research into all the businesses that are already part of the chamber, and even some that maybe aren't part of the chamber, because you want to bring them on as well. But if you're going to be introducing people, you kind of need to know what they're all about.
Yeah, obviously, membership growth is on the forefront of what we do. But most importantly right now, as a new team, as a new member services director, my goal is to focus on the membership retention and keep people happy, and let them know that the future is bright at the Chamber of Commerce. And I know that there's a lot of people that truly believe that. And that's my goal right now, is to go to these pre-existing members, these long-standing members that have been so supportive of the Chamber over the last decade and plus, and as well as our new members, and just thank them for their support, because we literally can't do the work that we do without them. And it's more important that we keep them on our side and keep their support and keep them happy with us. Then, everything else will follow. The membership growth will come through the support of our previous members. They will speak the good work that we do. We don't need to brag about ourselves and the things that we're doing. We want our community to talk about us and talk about the good things and mention to others like, hey, have you thought about joining the chamber? They have a great team over there. You should go meet Jacob and just have a chat with me because I can help. We can help, and we're doing a lot of really fun things. And I think, like I said, the future is so bright for us.
Where is that number at now? Do you know off the top of your head just where how many members?
718 currently.
718. Now that is you think about what we have in the community and the businesses that stand out. I can't think of that many, but I also know that there's a lot of businesses in town. There's restaurants in town that I've never been to
Yeah,
because they're in a different area of town that I typically just don't frequent that much. So it's impressive, I think, that because it's not just directly in Council Bluffs. It's called Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce for a reason, because there are other businesses from adjacent communities that want to be a part of what's going on here as well.
absolutely. We love the support we get from the smaller communities like, Underwood and Neola and Minden and Persia. You know, we want to support them as much as we can, especially with, after the Minden tragedy of those tornadoes, we immediately took action and how can we find the funds to support that city and rebuild? And more importantly, how can we help the citizens that are city and the community members that are in that area? We'll take business from anywhere. I mean, the goal is to build this large network of businesses that are valuable community members that have grown up here and they just want a little extra support and as well as the resources that we provide through like educational workshops and you know business development programs, access to our marketing team if a smaller business doesn't have it. We're growing, and especially with like Omaha. Omaha provides Council Bluffs with the biggest metro area in Iowa. A lot of our workforce works in Omaha. We can't say Council Bluffs without mentioning it. And we want to, break down the barriers that is, that separates us. They can like the Huskers, we can like the Hawkeyes and Cyclones, and still find a mutual agreement on where we're going forward to support each other.
Let's not get carried away. I mean, Huskers, really?
No, you're right. Trust me, it hurt to slip off the tongue, but
no, I have good friends that are Husker fans, and the barbs start flying back and forth the week of Thanksgiving, and it's just all in good fun.
It should.
As it should be. That's right. How can a business get the most out of their membership? What are some of the things that they should really be paying attention to in order to make sure that, they are taking advantage of everything that is available? Because, something that I've said for a lot of years is joining the Chamber of Commerce is kind of like your ticket to the ball. But if you don't go to the ball, it's not going to do much for you. So how can a business do that and take advantage of everything that there is to offer?
That is the number one question I get asked all the time. So I'm glad you asked it because it's really dependent on what the business is looking for, honestly. Are you looking to meet people and use me as a connecting tool? Are you looking for a business exposure? Are you looking for some advocacy? The resources that I mentioned, community engagement. It's all up to the business of what they want to take advantage of. Obviously, we have multiple networking events every month. We have a fantastic director of events here that is putting on some really cool events in 2025 that these businesses can sponsor and spread their brand and make their brand aware of, or build their brand awareness, I should say. It's all in that regard. It's all about visibility and being seen. And if the business is looking for workforce development initiatives, I cannot wait until we get to share what we're planning for 2025. It's kind of a secret right now, but I mean, the way we're moving forward, it's going to be intentional, and it's going to be awesome to watch these partnerships that we're building come to fruition. So again, it's truly what the business is looking for. We provide a lot of support. We have a great marketing and PR team now that we're looking forward to building our social media brand and being able to support the businesses who, like I said, the smaller businesses who maybe don't have that social media support and how we can advocate for them. The biggest thing I think that people take advantage of the most is our ribbon cuttings. These are incredible events. I'm sure you've attended a few in your
I've,
in your
I've,
time.
I've, I've had a few. Yeah.
There you go. They're an absolute blast, and you can't say enough about the Council Bluffs Ambassadors, a group that the is a volunteer group through the Chamber of Commerce. They show up and they show out. I mean, they bring a crowd. They support the local businesses. You can get anywhere from 20 to 50 people who are just there to hear about what you're doing and to spread the good word about what you're doing. The big scissors, the photos, the daily nonpareil, the nice words from the mayor, that's all part of just a community that wants to be involved and support each other. So I really enjoy the ribbon cutting events, and I encourage new members or members who haven't had a ribbon cutting to do so.
What's it been like working under the leadership of Chris LaFurla? Because Chris kind of hit the ground running, and I met with him shortly after he got there, and he said, "Well, let me get my head around some of this stuff before we talk any further," because it was just such a large thing that he was undertaking. But talk a bit about what his leadership has been like.
I mean, I joined the chamber because I had a conversation with Chris LaFurla, and he's someone that I've looked up to in the community through his work at the community or at the Council of Schools Foundation. He comes to this chamber with a wealth of knowledge and experience, working in the nonprofit world and being born and raised in Council Bluffs. I mean, I like to use the term a lot, council tough. People that are born here, we're tougher than most people think. And Chris is definitely an example of that. Like you said, he hit the ground running. He's built a fantastic team. He constantly gives us the support that we need. We never feel alone, in this job, which can feel, at times a little overwhelming. We're all new. We all haven't been working with the Chamber of Commerce very long. But to have his support and leadership, he looks at everything very strategically, which is great because we need to be intentional with the work that we're doing going forward. So I can't say enough good things about Chris. I mean, I know the community knows that as well. Anyone that's worked with him knows that he makes an impact wherever he goes.
Let's say that I am a new business coming in and I don't know anything about the chamber and I want to learn some more and find out, is this valuable to me to be able to invest in the Chamber of Commerce? Because to be honest with you, it's not that big of an investment. It's pretty reasonable. So what is that conversation like for you? If I come to you with that, what are some of the things you're telling me to say, here's what we can do for you and here's why you should be a member of the chamber?
All of my conversations start with getting to know the person that's stepping into my office. What are you here for? What's your intentions? What's your business goal? What's your plan? Once I know that, I can understand a little bit more about exactly how we can help them. So the conversation is always more personable than, a business transaction. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here to sell you on something. I'm here to make sure that you're a good fit for our community and that you have the best intentions going forward. Once I realize, exactly what we can do for you, then of course I will push, whether it's our networking events, sponsorship opportunities, or maybe they need help in the workforce areas. That's what I would have the conversation about.
I see chamber members at the different events. And to be honest with you, the most successful businesses I see are the ones that are mostly consistent at the events. Being seen is very, very big. It's not just so folks know you're in business, but it's also they know that you're here to support the community.
Yep.
And I think that is key to doing business in Council Bluffs, because my experience has been that the community is very welcoming as long as you want to be here. And if you want to be a part of this, come on in. We're ready for you. We want you to come in and take part of this. Has that been your experience too?
You hit the nail on the head. I mean, that's exactly right.
So simple. Join the chamber, go to the events, and if you have a new business, obviously the ribbon cutting is you don't need to have a physical brick and mortar location to
That's
have the
correct.
ribbon cutting. How many of those do you do at the chamber office? I've been to several that were there.
I think since I've started, we've done about 7 ribbon cuttings at the office, and they're a blast. We love hosting people in our space, and a lot of people don't understand that. They come to our office and they're like, wow, this is a a cool space, are these boardrooms, are these conference rooms available? And yes, our members can book our boardrooms for bigger meetings. They can use our conference room for private meetings. There's just a lot of resources that we provide to our members that they're not aware of. So to the new members and to members outstanding, please just come have a conversation with me. Let's talk about how we can take care of your benefits and utilize them better. Because we do a lot of things that is really good. So
I agree with all of that, and I wish we had a ton more time this morning, Jacob. But I have imaginary commercials that I have to take.
Yeah.
Jacob Cole, he is the Director of Member Services with the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce. I'm grateful for every time that you give me some of your time and we get a chance to sit down just with this. I mean, again, very thankful for that and looking forward to some of the next events.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to more conversations.
Once again, be sure to give Jacob a call at the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce if your business is not a member yet. And if you are a member of the Chamber of Commerce and you're not going to any of these events that Jacob talked about, well, shame on you. You really ought to be going because there is so much value to going to these things and being able to network with other businesses in town. And truly, I'd love to see you at some of these events. A big thank you to our sponsors, Foxco Fabrication, Just Sue Creative, and The Best Wrestler. We are thrilled that they are a part of it. And also, if you would like to be able to help out with this morning coffee program, number one thing that you can do is just follow the page. Like us here, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, give us a like, give us a follow. And that helps with the algorithm, and that means more people can see it. The goal to what I am doing with this program is to be able to showcase the best that Council Bluffs has to offer. And Jacob Cool is just one of those people. You know, he's a longtime resident, grew up here, and thrilled that he became a part of the Council Bluffs Area Chamber of Commerce. Also, conversations that I've had with Chris LaFurla, I get more and more impressed with the man every time I sit down and talk to him. So, again, look for ways to get involved with the Chamber of Commerce, whether it be volunteering, whether it be sponsorships at some of the different events or things like that. Also, if you would like to be able to help out with a sponsorship on this show, I would love to talk to you about that because we're doing a lot of things to make it valuable for you to bring you along and make you be a part of things here. So just send me an email, toddstuder@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you more about just what it means to be a sponsor on Morning Coffee. That's going to wrap things up this morning. Back with another episode again tomorrow morning. I'm Todd Studer. Have a great day.